Hi guys, it's me, Greg again. I've just done my morning, this morning sunrise. I want to say hello from Poland, in Krakow. I didn't really show you, so I flew out on Wednesday, that's why I haven't really been checking out. But I had my sobriety tattoo done. So if you can see that, so room 15 is why there's number 15 on there. Because that was my room in rehab, and one day at a time. I'm still sober and I'm working strong, but it's only because of the meetings that I am going strong. Yesterday, I went to Auschwitz yesterday, and then that inspired me to do a poem, because I always if trees could tell a story, what would the story be? It wouldn't lie, because trees can't lie. They grow and they age through, but it's the same as like our houses, or wherever we live, wherever it may be, even if it was a tent, if you lived in a tent or a caravan or whatever, like the stories that they tell couldn't lie for it. And it's a hard, like I found it very hard yesterday. I'm not really an emotional person, so not emotionally, just I can't understand why people went there and they would take pictures, because it's to be there. Like, a lot of people lost their lives there, and like the trees around the camp there and everything was dead. Like, they were dead. In the distance you could see live trees, but they were just dead. They didn't seem like they grow. Like they're stuck in time. But we can grow. We can grow as each other's, like, and looking after each other, like from a fellowship to it all. Like, I'm 40 something days sober now, and it just seems mad to think that I am sober after that time, and I don't need anything to pair my judgment, or to I don't need to try and reach euphoria, because I'm already at reaching euphoria without drugs. And later today I've got a call. I'm going to call my sponsor to go through. Basically, we're going to go through I've been doing my step one again. I went back to my step one and doing my step one with him to go through that. Like, my meeting I go to in the morning is the step 11, about step 11, but I'm not on step 11, but it's good to hear about what I'm working towards. And they always do the reading of about step 11 in the morning, like first thing before your meditation, and it just seems a little, it's different, but it reminds me of what we're working to, all of us, for sobriety. Sobriety, it means the same to us all, but it could also mean so many different things, like peace, no judgment, nothing that's impairing to us. Like, and I just want to thank you all as well for the support that I've been getting on this channel, and it's growing at a faster rate than what I could ever imagine. But I do this because it helps me, but I also am grateful. Like, I'm very early in my recovery. I can't help others as a person fit straight to them, but I feel like it's helping others, whether they're listening to my music, whether they're following my story, and I am. So from it, I will be donating 1% back to the fellowship, to the AA fellowship, and I'll also do to one other fellowship from it. Like, you can now, so that includes anything that's any of the music that's bought on Apple or YouTube Music. Part of that will be going back to donate, because without the fellowship I wouldn't be here today. I'd be here, not here where I am in Poland, but I'd probably be high somewhere and chasing my own death because of that. Because I can't see clearly, and it becomes unmanageable when life becomes unmanageable when you're going. But it feels good to be able to give back to the community that's helping me. Like, I'll be honest with you, I think that the NHS they're very stretched themselves, and they do a lot, but it's not understood. It's not understood. Sorry about that, but it's not understood. That was just my iPad just going. But like, it's not understood the fault of addiction. Like, it needs to be recognised more, and that's one thing I want to do is make it so with all the followers and things like that, we need there needs to be a day or dedicated to people that suffer with addiction. We meditate before every meeting. We always pray for those who are still suffering addicts. I'm a recovering addict. I'm still an addict. I'm just a recovery because I'm in recovery. And the thought of maybe like we need to compare. So addiction needs to be taught more widely in schools and colleges to recognise the changes that happens, because we think we're okay. We take one day, like right now I live day by day, one day at a time, but we don't sit there and think, well, I do, whether it's having your fix, whatever it may be, whether it be gambling, sex, drink, drugs, it's all an addiction round. But it always starts, and whether it's once a month, doing it once a month, to then once a week, but no one recognises that's a point there where it'd be a lot easier to recover from, like not to recover from, but to start to manage our demons. Like, my demon is I've got him in a cage inside my belly, and to keep him there, I have to do even when I was on a tour yesterday, I had to come away and do a meeting. I have to do meetings, because I know that the day that I don't follow my routine of doing my meetings and speaking and associating with others is the day that my relapse starts. Even if I don't go back, and it takes 2 months' time before, or 1 week, whatever, before, but I just can't have that one, because if I have that one, the one is that's the start of my relapse on. And it just needs to, we need the attention to get out there, whether it be from the media, whether it be from social media, that we need to, it needs to be taught more about it, the same to the same level as what they teach religion, or to sex education in schools and things like that, in colleges. It needs to be more out there, because if you can't recognise it, maybe one of your friends will recognise that you've got and just ask you if you've got, are you okay? Because all we do as addicts is we just lie to ourselves, and it gets to a point where it's struggled, and a lot of people can't get back from their demons. But I'm going to leave it there for today. I am going to release a poem up on today as well. And we need to stay strong, and look, it don't cost you anything to subscribe, but that means that more gives back to the fellowships from this channel, from the Reclaim Life project. More goes back to, and all it takes is through that one tick, one like, one view, and I appreciate that, and so does the other fellows. So you don't just think about you're doing it for me, you're doing it for yourself, and you're doing it for others, and hopefully we can get that recognition that we need. Okay, so have a beautiful day, everybody. The sun is shining here in Poland. I hope it is wherever you are in the world.